Welcome to our van of love here at Oxegen.
Thanks for having me. I really like it. It's cool.
Awesome.
I want to live in one of these.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we should just kind of...
Let's just steal it and leave.
Yeah. So how are you keeping? You've been a busy lady.
I'm good. Yeah, I have been busy. I just for pretty much like 2 months full on was performing every day, without a day off, and then just this past week I got to go back to the States and see my family and stuff, see friends. So I just flew in from Chicago this morning, and yeah, I'm busy, but I think once you get used to it, you get in a good rhythm, and I'm just thrilled that people are inviting me to play at things.
Yeah. And for people not as familiar with your kind of background and where you've come from musically, tell us the story. Tell us more.
Well, I grew up in a town called Rock Island, Illinois, and I had a grandfather that was musical, and, I was the youngest of 4, so my parents were pretty easy on me and sort of let me run off and do my thing, and, living in a small town, I sort of could just go off to the park, go in the woods, and be on my own, and there was never any concern, about stranger danger or whatnot, so I had a sort of nice childhood, and always just loved to sing, and I would make up songs and sing, and kind of just went off on my own and would do these things and record things, and I always loved to sing, and then did some theater when I was young, musical theater. In high school I taught myself guitar and started writing real songs. I'd sort of written when I was little, but in high school, teenage years, it really became an outlet for all my experiences I was having. So I started writing music. I went to college for a couple years. I dropped out of college. I moved to Los Angeles and started pursuing music and playing music with other people. Started a scene in LA, and pretty much that's it. Just kept playing, kept writing songs, and honing my craft. And a couple years ago, signed with Columbia in the UK, and so I've spent a lot of time in the UK since. And just put out an album. I think that's the long story short.
It's a pretty good, comprehensive report. And when, was there a specific kind of moment in the past couple of years or recently when you've been ooh, this is kind of taking off?
Well, I've had a lot of those little moments, There were, little things that happened to me, even at 18 and 20, where I would be oh, this is a good sign. This stuff's really getting moving. Even after I'd signed a deal, I thought, oh, great. But there's still so much work that goes into it, and so much, just the stars aligning. So... I don't really know that point's really come yet. I always known I was going to be a professional musician in some way, shape, or form. I still think that I'm so used to maybe things not quite going right.
Yeah.
That I'm just sort of taking it as it comes and not even really attaching any sort of expectation to it. So, but obviously putting out an album and having a bunch of people supporting it and pushing it and marketing it and selling it and blah 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 and getting me shows, that definitely is an indication that I'm not just totally delusional about the fact that I can sing, hopefully.
What do you think it is about your music and your songs and of course your voice that kind of moves people?
Well, I guess a lot of my lyrics are, first-hand experience. They're literal. They're about me and relationships and experiences I've had. So I think I'm wear my heart on my sleeve kind of person. So you can hear it in my voice, and it's approachable. It's approachable stuff that I'm doing, so I think people can get with it.
And what do you hope to achieve this year with how everything's going? Because there does seem to be a certain of momentum, especially with the live shows you're playing that are getting such a good reception. Yeah,
I guess it's just, getting more and more people to come to the shows and to get the album and to just support what I'm doing. You could keep going forever and ever, so I'm just going to keep going, and then I'm going to make another album next year, so I hope that, people like it, and I hope that I can maintain my health and my sanity, to really just push forward and do my best, so I don't know, that's pretty much it, I think. And I'll fall on my